Inverted gear, Charles Negromonte, shirtless, taking on Eduardo Rios from Frontline Academy in the black and grey rash guard. Eduardo appeared all the way back on Polaris 1, taking on Pablo Popovic and taking him to a draw, so pretty apt at taking on physical specimens.
Yeah, this is a classic youth versus experience matchup. And apparently Charles is being touted as one of the best kept secrets in UK BJJ.
Hand fighting early for these two, arm drag attempt for Rios. Yeah, Rios originally from Brazil, but making his home in Scandinavia, real hotbed of mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu across those countries. Oslo in Norway is where he currently calls home. Got his black belt originally under Ricardo Laborio.
Negromonte, known for his aggressive style, and he definitely looks like the more powerful of the two here.
Yeah, he really does look for a fast pace in his matches. One thing you'll see if he gets in any spots of bother is extremely aggressive escapes. Obviously that part of the criteria. Good level change in penetration, fantastic double leg from Eduardo Rios. Not able to maintain the position though.
Well, as you said, Josh, he got taken down and he bounced straight back up.
Yeah, that was a beautiful double leg. Very, very nice technique from Tete.
Negromonte taking third place in last year's No-Gi Worlds. This year's No-Gi Worlds, of course, coming up very shortly next week, and several of tonight's fighters looking to make an appearance there, including AJ Agazarm, Durinho and Gary Tonin, all making their way out for this year's No-Gi World Championships. Good shuck from the collar tie there.
Took down for the single leg, but Tete shook it off pretty easy.
And good double leg.
This time Charles considered the guillotine there.
Charles is already looking for that leg. Good turnout by Tete as well, just defending it.
Very evenly matched so far, these two.
Forehead to forehead. Oh, Negromonte up. Is he under the chin? He's trying to rag Rios down, and Rios has to bail out to half guard here to protect the position. I'm sorry, single hook butterfly.
Charles is looking at smashing those hips down to the side. Very much like Hodja.
Ooh, just didn't quite find the tipping point there. Managed to get his opponent all the way up, not able to quite capitalize on the balance.
Training with Charles in the past, he has great pressure on top. Very, very strong ribs, very crushing pressure.
It really looks like he's trying to stay low and heavy. Trying to clear that underhook on the leg of Rios. Now Rios in an interesting position here. He's got that inside hook with the right foot. He's got an underhook with his right arm and an underhook with his left arm. So you'd think there might have been a bit more leverage. I suppose it's testament to just the posture of Negromonte.
He's just smashing those hips down again. It's a very nice movement by Charles. Almost baited Tete to go for the leg and then crush the hips before he could.
Yeah, absolutely. Turned both knees to the mat for Rios. Rios recovers here to half guard though.
Charles doing a good job of keeping Tete's shoulders flat to the mat.
See Negromonte feeding that right hook over the top of the thigh. Not able to use it to pry his leg free, sitting it right into the hip now. He's got the upper body control, and there we go again, trying to drive those toes and instep in, and this time it frees the grip. Just trying to be a little bit too fast perhaps with the transition.
Yeah, I think if he would have gone to side control there, it would have been a safer option, but that's his aggressive style playing out.
Could be on this arm though now, looking for either a Kimura.
Well, it looks like he's got a fantastic bite on the tricep behind the elbow, and Rios able, oh, and he spins into a knee bar entry. Again, sucking that foot back towards him. You can see immediately Negromonte is so heavy, really stacking all his weight onto Rios there. Bailed out of those leg lock attempts very swiftly. Do join us on social media, hashtag Polaris4. Let us know what you think of all of the matches on tonight's card. Josh Palmer, Tom Barlow, and Nick Osipchek calling the action for you live from the Lighthouse Centre here in Poole on the south coast of the UK.
Looks like Tet is trying to come up from the to the half guard, but Charles is doing a great job of just shutting that down.
See the corner of Eduardo looking on, very stoic. Not too much advice for their man at this stage. Oh, and Eduardo motioning to the crowd and saying, you know, pump me up a bit, make some noise. Oh, lovely knee bar entry.
Watch out for his own foot there.
And he's looking to tie up everything he can, but good control of the feet and backstepping from Negromonte.
Very powerful knee slide from Charles. Straight to side control.
Good shoulder pressure there.
Yeah, he could be looking to isolate this arm for Kimura or possible head and arm choke.
The corner of Negromonte. Looking on, some of his fellow coaches from Hodger Gracer Academy here in London. And again, trying to get a bite on that far arm. But Negromonte was so set on attacking that far arm that it's allowed Teta to restore his half guard again, but easily looking to pry the knee out straight to mount, and with an arm trapped.
He's definitely looking for that head and arm choke now.
Oh yeah,
this is bad position.
Yeah, blocks the tricep. Rios just able to bump the arm free, but he is in a tough position here. The legs are grapevine. Negromonte is not going to let this position go easily.
It looks like Charles is just taking his time, really, wearing down Teta from this mount position.
I think Teta just threw a shaka up for the corner there. Negromonte with a very tight grip of the head, obviously blocking behind the right elbow of Rios as well. But he is staying very heavy and low here.
Bit of banter with the coaches in the corner there.
Sadly, I don't speak Brazilian Portuguese. Our referee Oli Guedes does, however, and he's having a little chuckle at the exchange.
He's making advances with this arm triangle choke.
Yeah, just inching a little bit further each time. If you can bury that right ear behind the tricep, then it's all going to be about the dismount to side control. Rios frees his arm completely now. And I think sweat really starting to play a part in some of these grips.
Teta's just trying to push on the hips, shrimp his hips out, and then go back to probably his butterfly guard again, but Charles shut it down very nicely.
Again, just maintenance of this mount position for Negromonte. Looks like he's trying to dive under that arm again.
Just about the end of the final third here, and I'm sure the judges will have no problem giving the first two portions to Charles. Complete domination.
I mean, we've already seen how tough it can be to set up submissions from Mount when you've got the grips and the friction of the gi, but take that away in this position. Oh, looking to step over for a triangle. Bridge from Teta to no avail, though. And the shoulder pressure coming in from Negromonte now, reaching right behind the head. And of course, that's going to dictate which way Teta can turn to escape this mount position. Wherever you push the head, the body must follow. He's starting to work this mount out now. He's abandoned the grapevine on the legs, looking to get under the elbows. But you can see how quickly he has to go back to secure the position when Rios looks to move.
Charles is doing an excellent job of maintaining the mount here. Teta's not able to free his hips up, not able to bridge him off and create any space.
Now it's tough, isn't it? Because at what point do you say there's potentially some stalling going on from either guy here?
Well, Charles is definitely working. He's trying to isolate the arms, and Teta, what can he do? He can try and explode, but that's just going to give up the space. It's a tricky situation.
Yeah, he's looking to pummel the legs. Negromonte using that opportunity to advance his mount higher again. Just under 3.5 minutes left in this one. Thank you to all our sponsors who have helped make tonight possible. Scramble Tatami, Inverted Gear, Jiu-Jitsu, Rollmore Superstore, and Salachi LLP. It's great to be able to bring all of the fighters on this card over to the UK. Now Rios back to guard, Negromonte looking to step the legs out. Oh, stepping over. And some panic on Rios' face now. He knows he's in the spot of bother here. Kimura option, armbar option, just a bit too slippery.
Yeah, nice escape by Teta. Good job by both guys.
Well, this has given Teta a chance to work now. And it's fair to say he's got to come back from a bit of a deficit here. 2 minutes left on the clock. We've already seen he can score those takedowns, but that was before the sweat, before a long period of mount. And Negromonte joking that he's going to feed the leg in. You can easily see how any lack of conviction on a takedown could open you up to a very quick counter from either of these gentlemen.
Yeah, it's good to see both these guys are still attacking. You know, even into the dying minutes of the fight.
Second time Negromonte's looked for that diving Kimura. Considerably looser on that occasion, though.
Rios on top now, 1.5 minutes to go. Let's see what he can do. Got a lot of groundwork to catch up on.
Nice inversion by Charles.
Yeah, trying to feed in on this leg.
Maybe he's going to try and attack for a steamer lock possibly here. But Teta's just pulled his knee free, pulled his foot free.
See how quickly they can kick off to free the space. Referee resets them in the middle of the map.
Negromonte's got the read on Rios' double leg shot now. Frame that one off easily. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to wrap on a guillotine on the next one.
Yeah, Rios joking that he's going to throw his arms high. Good, strong 2-on-1 for Negromonte here, but Rios with the head position. Last 40 seconds here. Oh, and a bit of a long shot, drop Seoinage attempt from Rios. Bear hug now in butterfly guard. Retains to full guard. And I think it's Hail Mary time here for Rios.
Yeah, he definitely needs to, you know, push the pace a little bit more. Try and throw in some more attacks.
Negromonte looking to backstep out of this. And attack a leg. Straightening on the knee bar. Now that is incredibly deep. 8 seconds left. He is arching into this. Rios just manages to create a bit of a bend, and he figure fours his own leg.
Wow, that was tight, that was deep. Rios did very well.
I think it's fair to say that was probably the closest submission of the entire match, and it came in the last 5 seconds.
I agree. Great job by Rios to keep his composure there.
Yeah, great fight. You know, Charles did a great job on top. Kept passing, putting Eduardo in some difficult positions.
Rios didn't really come close with anything. But you know, he fought to the end. He survived the full 15 minutes. But I think this can only go one way with the judge's decision here.
Absolutely. It's good to see both guys fighting right up into the dying seconds as well.
Here we go, the closest submission attempt of the match. That looks tight. Eventually Rios managed to triangle his leg.
Your winner by unanimous decision, Charles Charles.